They don't even understand it. They don't even know how to receive it. But Yah provides for us, and here you see He provides for all animals. Just every living thing looks to Him for food. So I just kind of love that. And He opens His hand and satisfies the desires of every living thing. I think that's just awesome. All right, now we're going to transition into a testimony. If we have no other psalm requests, we'll transition into testimonies. All right, now we transition into testimonies, and I tell you, oh wow, where do we start? Does anyone have a testimony that they'd like to share? Because if I start, no one's going to get a chance, so you better go first.
I don't know about that. I may have your beat on this.
You may, all right.
We're not going to Trump, we're going to Trump.
All right, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
I told y'all that this week I had a committee meeting. I had a very important meeting, an update meeting, and it went very well.
Wow.
I don't have to have update meetings now that I'm a PhD candidate.
All right.
The school has declared, I have a letter, I think I'm going to frame it and everything. School, my department has declared that I am ready to be a PhD at this point. I mean, I know people in the PhD community know that at this point you can pretty much call me doctor, but I don't have a degree. So, where did I put the letter? It might be my other bag. So now that I don't have that,
so I can read it.
Yeah, I don't have to have a meeting, but I wanted to because it's fast approaching, and
What?
Yeah.
And then, you held that up for me all
That's right.
I forgot to share it. But every time I let wow.
And she's getting this PhD for both of us, in case you didn't know that. So I'm just happy. I'm at the point of tears right now. So
Wow.
I'm about to cry right now.
Dr. Mom. Dr. Tom.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. So I had to prepare for a meeting, and everyone said I did very well. And then technically after the meeting, I found I have to teach this semester.
Oh, wow.
Now, teaching takes away a lot of time.
Yeah.
Preparing lesson plans and teaching itself is 2 hours. And then grading these assignments takes some time too. Plus, I have to go to another meeting to tell me what to teach, your curriculum for the next class. So we're saying an average about 6 to 7 hours a week taken out of time I could be doing research. And so I was upset about that. And yesterday I was at a conference, and one of the things that I heard loud and clear was use every trial as an opportunity, and don't be a PhD, be a PhD.
Yes.
So I plan on, taking what I can, and I'm a very involved teacher. Like, I go above and beyond the lesson plan. I go above and beyond so that these children get the information and apply it to real life. Mm-hmm. So I really do want to just take this opportunity to encourage these children. They're practically high school seniors because they just graduated from high school a couple months ago, but they're college freshmen. And so I really do want to take this as an opportunity to really encourage them. So I just ask that y'all give me the strength to, on top of what I've already been doing, and I think Stephen knows it best, on top of the long hours I've already been doing, to still be able to keep the quality of work and teach as well.
Awesome.
And I also got an opportunity to attend a financial literacy conference, and there were about 9 billionaires there.
I tell you, I've never been around so much
And
money
one
before.
billionaire said if I invited 70 of my friends, I might have like 15% of the world's wealth. But if I invited 400 of my friends, I would have 50% of the world's wealth at my house.
In one room.
In one room. And I said, well, ouch. But he admitted, he was just like, look, people who are wealthy are not going to give up their wealth. They don't want to. So don't expect them to be giving you their money. You have to work hard and you have to figure out getting the rat race like everybody else. So I said, I appreciate it, wealthy man. You're not going to give up your money. That's cool.
A lot of them give to organizations, though. That will
They give to
others.
each other and they give to organizations.
Yeah,
But
one guy
needless
gave
to
what,
say,
$10,000 yesterday? Sorry.
So,
Yeah, they love for him. It's gonna be crazy.
I don't want you to forget your thought. Just pause it. And so I was around. Now, I was just happy to be there, honestly. I was really just happy to be there. This girl was like, are you trying to network? Like, who you want to meet? And I was like, Megan. Because she was this white girl who talked my ear off. I said, Megan, I'm just happy to be here. True story. My mom was my PR, and she was just like, my daughter's graduating PhD. I recruited my mom recruited a young lady. As a matter of fact, I think they were drawn to each other because at the table, she told me, first of all, she said she was in real estate. So we're like, okay, you're a realtor. She was like, well, actually, I'm a attorney, real estate attorney. We're like, okay, from San Francisco. I said, all right, you flew in. I was like, okay, well, what kind of path did you have? Because real estate and law, I don't really know. I like to hear people's journey of how they got to where they are. She was like, well, actually, I studied West African law and I lived in Africa for 6 years. I was like, pause. You just skipped all that. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, speaking of Africa, I did my African ancestry. She said, me too. I said, where are you from? She said, Cameroon. I said, me too.
They were dressed alike. They were dressed alike.
She's like an older version of me.
Her hairstyle, everything.
We had the same hairstyle. We have a picture.
Then same hairstyle.
She said, I have a friend
same
who
color clothes.
has a trip to Cameroon every year for ladies, and I'm going to get you her contact. Literally that second, she sent me an email and CC'd the lady. And she was like, well, I've already been. I was in Africa when she did the first trip, so I just went over I forgot what country she was, and I just went over to Cameroon and met them. And they have one every December.
She speaks about 6 different languages.
And then the next day, we literally were matching. I was like, Steven, wear the white shirt or the black shirt? He's like, wear that white shirt. I say, hey, how you doing? We're in the same exact outfit. Black pants, white shirt, and a black and white jacket.
Literally. Yeah. Her hairstyle, everything.
Only thing, her bun was low and mine was high.
You had a high bun yesterday. Yeah.
I said, man. So I had the conference. I was there. People gave me their cards. Really, I met my favorite author at my table.
Yes.
I've been reading 3 of her books. I have a whole rack of books, but like I said, they're all a penny. And with Amazon Prime, you get them 2 days. So I got all her books. I said, you look familiar. She was just like, I don't know. Were you here last year at the conference? I said, no, ma'am. I'm just happy to be here today. I was like, what's your name? She's like, Glenda Bridgeforth. I said, Papa Groupie has all your books. Can I have a picture with you? I have all your books. I have all your books.
The book groupie, yes.
I said, I'm so sorry, but she laughed. She's like, of course, honey. And I probably, as she hugged me and we took the picture, I probably was shaking like a little leaf. It was like I saw a celebrity in real life. I couldn't even the event where we were in a breakout session and it was getting ready to start, and I literally was going to talk her ear off about how she made literacy in my language for my situation. It's women. It's financial literacy books for women, and I was just like, couldn't talk. Sitting at my table. It was full to capacity. They sent out an email that said you cannot invite anyone else. They're at max capacity.
Yeah,
so we have over 3,000. What they say, 3,000?
It was packed.
People, so much U.S. delegates. I mean, not U.S. delegates, world delegates. People from Taiwan, Saudi Arabia, South Africa. Not only that,
I've never been around so much money before.
Wow. Not only that, but the thing that made me feel good, and I just. Mommy, Mom's an extrovert. Let me tell you something. I sat down. I was taking it all in. I'm living in the present. She's like, I'm bored. I'm going outside. She kept talking to me, and her whispers kept getting louder and louder. I was like, loud. You're so loud. Well, she like, want some chips? No.
What's your mommy?
She couldn't sit still. I was sitting still. Let me tell you what I like.
I couldn't.
I live in the hood. And I like living in the hood. I really do. Because my hood, I feel safe enough. I know how black people think. I know if you leave your windows down with an iPod on the seat, they're going to steal. I know. Okay? I know. But other people, I'm not sure how they think. Even if I'm nice to you, you might kill me. I don't know. So, I like living in the hood. And one thing I like about my hood is that most of the businesses around me are owned by black people. To the point where even when Steve and I were getting married, the person who made our cake was black. You know what I'm saying? It was easy to find black people. When I was at this event, all my the president of my college was there. My grocer was there. You met him. The one of my financial planners was there. A lot of my classmates, well, not from, I didn't see it in this film, but some from Morehouse were there. And I was like, people in my community are here to get this information. You know what I'm saying? So and then, the power of 3. If you just tell 3 people, they're going to tell 3 people and all that stuff. And I'm like, I saw at least 6 of my people up in here. And they were all, the financial planner is not my personal planner. She comes to the school where I work and gives financial workshops for an hour. And I just ran into her. I said, how you doing? And she was like, she gave me the contact information of this lady. She was like, have you contacted her yet? I mean, she was invested in me. And I was like, hey. And my grocer was there. And I'm just like, my president was there. I'm like, I really hope, the power of 3, at least 3 of us are there. 3 other people go and share. And I wrote it all down. And I plan on sharing. And I've been wanting to share for some months, and I honestly don't feel like I know enough. I mean, they were talking about, they use a lot of lingo.
I want to share that book is what I want to do.
They use a lot of literacy language and financial language I'm still not familiar with, but I'm just going to share what I have. Right. And hopefully it will encourage other people to research it for themselves. And just like the founder of Hope Operation said, he said, it doesn't matter if you're black and white, everybody wants more green. So It's a universal language. So I praise y'all for the opportunity. It was $1,400, that conference, and I went for $0. For free. $1,500 for 2 people. So we got $3,000 for free. Praise y'all for that. And then in addition to meeting my Cameroonian sister, she said I'm your sister 2 times over. I'm your sister here, African American sister in the struggle, and I'm a Cameroonian sister. And she did not want to. I mean, the conference was over around 4 yesterday, and she was like, "Y'all are gonna be here tomorrow. Let's hang out all day." Literally, we were there till 10. And she just did not, it was like she wanted to soak us all in. I was like, for us to hang out like this may not happen again, especially with your schedule, my schedule. Right. My schedule. So I was like, I appreciate it. Let's live in the moment. Let's just stay. And I'm happy I did. And she introduced me to all her friends. She was like, meet this person, meet this person. I was like,
yeah, these are all attorneys. And
so, yeah, her attorney friend was like, oh, you're in Atlanta, I'll fly in. She was like, oh, she's coming in from Minnesota. She'll be here in a couple hours.
Just wait, she'll be here. Nice. Oh, yeah.
But anywho.
Family law attorney.
Her friend.
Yeah, she spoke so much wisdom. We had like some of the best conversations
it was so
I've had in a long time.
It was about everything from Torah
Y'all can hang though.
Oh yeah, and they got the name too.
I was
They
like,
got everything.
yeah.
Oh,
She was like,
yeah.
oh yeah. She was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I said God and Jesus. I was like, that's fine. He's cool. But ever since we said it, they said y'all right along with us with no problem. And they were we talked about the Bible.
Oh yeah. All the books that we read.
All the books. We were like all book nerds at the table.
Books they read. Books
yeah.
we were exchanging
books. We talked
Katrina's
about
testimony is my testimony. Okay, she said
we talked about preparing for end times.
Yes, or
we talked about making your own garden.
Yeah, we talk about gardening, life foods, eat to live. We talk about everything.
There's not really one thing
we talk about everything.
Wow, I love it.
And so
it's a great conversation.
I really praise God for that. Hallelujah.
I'm going to just add to that because that's my testimony. I got to go to this event for free. Never been around all this money before. I just got the book. I was trying to buy the book to gift to someone who was in this room. I really wanted to get it as a gift. It was so expensive. I couldn't afford the book. I got the book for free. So the one I'm reading, I'm just going to have to share that one. But I was really trying to get you a copy.
For me?
And so anyway, I thought it would be a little bit less. I didn't think it was that expensive. Anyway, my part of the testimony is I got this book for free. Well, I met an extrovert. I had an extrovert roommate for a couple days. Let me tell you, that child walking through the door. We sat down. We had dinner together and about 1,000 conversations during that short dinner.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
We were just talking. And she's applying to law school, medical school here. I'm like, if she gets accepted to medical school, she has to room with me. She doesn't know it yet, but I'm telling her now. She has to room with me. We had such a great time. And she left. I felt so sad. She had to leave. I was like, oh my goodness. So I just praise God that as a mother, I was able to just be there. Everything I offer was like, do you eat this? Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. So we sat down, had a good little time together, and that I was able to accommodate her and have a place for her to stay while she was in town for a medical interview. That's my first testimony. The second testimony I have is my job this week. I've ministered to so many people. They didn't know about alkaline water. I had one patient that never heard about alkaline water, suffering from all the diseases that's caused by an acidic body.
Mm-hmm.
And I shared it with him, and he was like, my wife is a nurse. I'm going to ask her about it.
Mm-hmm.
He researched it. He says, I'm done. He came back the next visit and said, I'm getting my alkaline water. So I'm like, you know what? Hallelujah. Praise God. I'm like, you know what? I just praise God that we learn so much here at CY, and that when we meet others, we can share with them. Because we studied Torah, but we were about enjoying life and just having life abundantly. One person is missing. Okay. Okay. So, and then the last part of my testimony is when I sat at the table was empty. And I just sat down and I attracted this beautiful, beautiful lady. Sat down, never met her in Adams. Didn't know that this woman was so rich. She offered to buy drinks for everyone at the table. Never met me before. And paid for drinks for us. And ended up paying for dinner last night. And just spending all that money and just being hospitable to us. And I was like, and this was at the restaurant at the hotel. And she ended up paying for dinner for everybody at the table. I'm like, these people have it like that. So I just want to praise God for His goodness, His mercy. I get to meet the author of the book. I have a picture with the author of the book. I want to praise God for that. And what else? I just want to praise God. But this is the best part of my testimony. This is the best part of my testimony. I want to praise y'all for working it out that I didn't have to yield to temptation.
Hallelujah.
I haven't been tempted like this in a long time. I have to confess. I'm right now at CY with my CY family, and I wanted to be in the presence of former President Bill Clinton. I had an opportunity to be in his presence today. Mm-hmm. And y'all worked it out that I didn't have to be there.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm here with my CY family, praising Yah. And I get to minister to people the reason why I wasn't going to be at the event today. Mm-hmm. And people were getting it. We keep Torah, we keep the Shabbat, and they were respecting us for standing up and telling them that. And I was just floored by that. You're not going to be here tomorrow? I know. We'll be at our congregation having our Bible study. That was so profound. Because they were like going around saying security is going to be high. Because I was thinking of going there after I leave CY. But it's like, you can't because security is going to be so high. You have to have been at the conference in the morning. I was like, no, I'm not going to miss CY to be at a conference just to see President Bill Clinton when I serve the King of Kings, you know? And I was just like, wow, yeah, you're awesome. And so I just want to praise him for that and just share that with everyone in the sound of my voice, just to know how Yah will prepare for you. He'll put people in your way, contacts, you know, to give you the holy hookup so you can get to go to expensive events for free and be around billionaires and rub shoulders with them. Actually, one lady was like, are you with which organization you're with? I'm like, you know what? I'm not with any organization. I got the book for free. I read the book from cover to cover and I had to meet the author. She was like, I need this on camera. I work for a media. She told me the company Metro Media something. She videotaped me right away. She was like, I need to hear you say that. Because people were there, you know, all these billionaires and everybody was networking and she just found someone who was honestly there just to meet the author. And so it was like awesome to be there. So I'm like, whew, praise Yah for holy hookups. And for my CY family, everyone is here. I'm so happy to see the beautiful faces of everyone that's sitting in the audience today. And if anyone has a testimony that I'd like to share, step to the mic.
Yeah, I got a testimony. Okay, so trying to get some stuff done. I'm so exhausted. Praise you. I had 2 accidents this week.
Oh,
And so I had one yesterday.
In the truck?
In the truck. My fault, both accidents. And so I'm just happy to be here. And I think y'all was trying to stop my praise. And we were, Celeste, so graciously, she's coming again to do praise and worship live. And we only gonna have a lot of time, so we'll just do one song. And I didn't get a chance to practice, so it may sound raggedy. We may just do a cappella, but I didn't want the devil to stop my praise. And so we are going to let her sing meditation. We're saying with her. We're just going to do what we do. Praise Yah in the spirit.
Hallelujah.
So I'm just glad that we are here and that we're able to be here on Shabbat.
Wow.
It's not my favorite day. It is. And so I'm okay. No, I'm not injured. And my license is still protected.
Oh, praise Yah. Hallelujah. I needed to hear that.
Yeah, I'm good on that end. So ego hurt and all that stuff. I'm exhausted and mentally drained. Emotionally drained, but I got my oils and I got and I got the word. I have my family, my friends that encourage me so much, and so I'm just grateful to be here. I just want to say, praise Yah, Shabbat Shalom, family.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. So happy you're alive and well, and not in a hospital somewhere. Praise Yah.
I don't know how heavy my testimony is anymore, but
what? It's your testimony.
Yesterday, Jasmine picked me up and she drove me home.
Official new driver in the state of Georgia.
And she got home safe.
Wow.
Hallelujah.
I remember when my son was helping me out with these run-ins, boy. Such a unhappy mommy.
Mixed feelings. My testimony is that at my school, so I was telling my friends I was probably gonna go back to orchestra, but they said don't do that because Mr. Jackson played guitar.
Awesome.
What? So they're not gonna. Oh yes, yes.
So second Jordan, expand that program.
That's right.
Yeah, we stopped and prayed, didn't we?
We did. I want to praise Yah. I got a chance. As you know, tonight is the last performance that Jada is going to be playing in the orchestra for. And anyone who want to come, please feel free to come. It's 7 o'clock after sunset.
Right.
But I got a chance. I went to pick her up a little early. And we were sitting there. We got a chance to go in without using our tickets. And Jada was down in the pit with all the other musicians. And when I stood there, I just got this overwhelming feeling of proudness
Yes.
to see her down there, and I could just see her like in this big symphony orchestra, and it was like the beginning of beginnings, just to see her and see all her hard work and her practicing. And I tell you, I didn't hear not one mistake from those high schoolers, and the way that they performed, I felt as though I was sitting somewhere downtown, somewhere, and they was just on point, on key, and just, it was such a good moment to see that their dedication and all the running back and forth and everything that we have to go through, and that was like the moment. I was like, wow, so I praise y'all for that.
Yeah, praise y'all.
Congrats,
Yeah, hopefully we can hang out with you later.
Hello, everybody.
I'm excited to be here again. I love this family. But I just thank God, too. I thank God for the babies. They're growing up.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
They're not babies anymore. They're not babies
That's
anymore.
okay. Let me tell you, I still call mine baby. He's my oldest one. He just turned 13 a few months ago. And, you guys know because you were there.
Right.
But I just thank God I love the children. I thank God for my children. And they had something to do. And I'm excited that the 13-year-old is coming out and speaking. He's like, oh, no, she's not going to call me out. But I just thank God for obedient children. Even children that came in here with a smile on their faces, you know, and excited to be here. So that's just my testimony. I'm just thankful to be with you guys again.
Hallelujah. We're so pleasure to have you. All right, we have one more testimony and we'll transition into praise and worship.
Hallelujah. So
Hallelujah.
I praise Yah for sustaining me through tutoring. There's family that I have in Ohio. Y'all know Antoinette and the girls and everybody, and I work with the girls for free because they're family. So anybody here at CY, if you need tutoring, you get 1 hour free per week from me if you need tutoring.
Blessings.
But Antoinette didn't want me to just tutor her daughters for free, so she bought me a brand new laptop with everything that I could possibly want on the laptop. She also bought me a signed copy of a book by Umar Johnson for how to raise single parents raising black boys, or the psychoacademic war against black boys. My cousin Tymisha. My cousin, she has a son, Zarian. They're from Washington County. Explain later. Her son got held back in kindergarten.
No.
He was well behaved, but for some reason they said he wasn't learning. He didn't know something that he needed to know. But he was really good at math, but like something with reading, he got held back. So she needs that book.
Yeah.
And Antoinette got that book for her. I praise Yah that I'm here with my CY family. Hallelujah. I praise Yah that I have a med school interview on Tuesday. Please keep me in your prayers. And just an overflow of tutoring, just so busy that I wish I had a way to expand and maybe employ some of my friends who need work.
Wow.
Like it's getting to that point. It's getting to that point. So praise Yah for that. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Awesome.
Praise Yah for wisdom too, for everybody around me with wisdom.
Hallelujah. Praise Yah. All right, transition now into praise and worship.
I guess we'll, while we go get... Turn it off? While we, I guess, get Shantae.
You look fine, switch.
I know this is a really kiddie song while she's grabbing her.
We're just going to do one song.
Okay, she's here. You know, I love the kids, so I'm like, and we haven't practiced since I was here 100 years ago. So, but we will come with pure hearts and praise the Lord.
I don't know.
We're going to ask you to sing with us. This is not a solo. This is testimony.
Is it a group?
Oh, okay.
There is power in the name of Yeshua. What? There is power in the name of Yeshua. There is power in the name of Yeshua. To break every chain. To break every chain. 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 There is power. There is power in the name of Yeshua. There is power. There is power in the name of Yeshua. To break every chain. To break every chain. 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 There's an army. There's an army rising up. There's an army. There's an army rising up. There's an army rising up. So break every chain, break every chain, break every chain, break every chain, to break every chain, break every chain, break every. I hear some of you. There's an army. There's an army rising up. There's an army. There's an army rising up. There's an army. There's an army rising up. To break every chain. To break every chain. 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 Can't hear you. Break every chain. I hear the chains falling. I hear the chains falling. I hear the chains. I hear the chains falling. I hear my young people in the back. I hear the chains falling. I hear the chains falling. I hear the chains. I hear the chain. I hear the chain falling. I hear the chain falling. Last time I hear the chain. I hear the chain falling. You guys sound good. We needed your help today. I have a half of a voice and she pulled it off. Okay. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. But you know what? God is, he's so good that when she and I talked this morning and we were like, oh gosh, no rehearsals, no nothing. You know, I'm draining here. And I said, but you know what though? Some people have rehearsed for 3 weeks and they're on 10. But without you can have a pure heart and no rehearsal and be right before the throne. So I'm just thankful. Are we doing that meditation now? Okay. Before we do this, I know we don't have time to kind of do what I wanted to. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And you forgot. I needed it before the last. I know you did. What's your favorite? I think it's the Houston Curves.
You get crackers. You get crackers.
She knows I love Babylon. I think God created it just for me. So as we go into our meditation song, this too is definitely not a solo. It was actually not intended to be a solo. Yeah. This song is truly a meditation song. So I'm going to ask, I was going to ask you to do it on paper, but for time's sake, I'm going to ask you to write it on your hearts. Anything. The words will be on the screen, but what I want you to put in your hearts is anything or anyone that you even think you need to forgive. Okay.
We talked about that yesterday.
Okay. Anything, anyone, even if you, I'm telling you, and as much as I do, let me tell you quickly, I do a lot of workshops and seminars, and there was one that I did out of town on forgiveness. Well, it was a weekend thing. So I got there that Friday night. They had a lot of women in a room for me to start off with. Well, when I asked them all to write down on a piece of paper who it was that they needed to forgive, just the initials. And I went around and people were telling, people were crying. And I went to one person and I said, well, who is it for you? And she said, I don't have anyone. And I said, oh, okay. Like never. I was like, oh, wow, that's strange. So the next day, that Sabbath morning, I spoke on not Lifeline, but anyway, it was a long time ago. So anyway, so it had to do with, are you on life support? That was the title. Are you on life support? Because with unforgiveness, you're on life support. So I spoke on resentment and all of that. So then afterwards, they had this Shabbat, just the whole feast down there. So after everyone ate, I went to do the closeout seminar. And the woman raised her hand, the same woman that said, I have no one. And I said, yes. She said, everyone in the church will tell you, let me stop imitating her. Everyone in the church will tell you that I couldn't turn my neck. She said it would hurt so bad I couldn't turn my neck. She said, so then I didn't try. So anytime I was to look at someone, I would just do this. She said, it's been like that for a long time. She said, but after you talked about resentment, I didn't realize that resentment went along with unforgiveness. She said, and after you talked about it and you gave us these things, I forgot what I did, probably some affirmations and stuff. She said, we got downstairs in the kitchen to prepare, and I did like this, and my head immediately did this with no pain.
Oh, hallelujah.
She said, I didn't realize how the resentment was the cause of the pain in my neck.
Wow.
So as we do this together, as you guys know, we've got to have a voice. This is not a solo. In fact, we're singing with him. Okay, I'm just going to kind of be up here with you guys because I know the words. But I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to think of who you need to bring up in your heart, male or female. Don't be afraid. Even if it's someone you think you've forgiven, if you can't walk up to them today and give them a big kiss and ask them, do you need anything? How can I help you? Then I want you to bring them up in your heart. It could be somebody at school. Okay? All right, give you literally 10 seconds. Now, close your eyes. Okay. As the song plays, the words are going to be on the screen, so we are going to be singing it together. Okay? We're ready. So this can free you and prevent you from getting cancer and everything else if you do it right.
I want a heart that forgives, a heart full of love, one with compassion just like yours above, one that overcomes evil, goodness and love. It never happened, never holding a grudge. Want a heart that forgives and lives and lets live. One that keeps loving over and over again. One that men can offend because your word is thin. One that loves without price like you, Lord Jesus Christ. One a heart that loves everybody, even my enemies. Wanna love like you, be like, just like you did. I want a heart that forgives. Want a heart that forgives when the ones that are closest and I've known the longest hurt me the most. I still wanna love them just like you love me, even though I'm hurting. I want a heart that forgives when the pain is so deep, it's so hard to speak about it to anyone, just like your son. I give up my right to hold it against them with hatred aside. I want a heart that loves everybody, even my enemies. I wanna love like and be like and just like you did. I wanna walk like and talk like, just like you did. I wanna be like and live like, just like you did. 'Cause a heart that forgives is a heart that will live. Totally free from the pain of the past. And the heart that lets go is the heart that will know so much freedom. Lord, I wanna let it go. God, I need to let it go. Lord, it's been holding me back. And I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want it no more. I don't know exactly what to do to get rid of it, but here I am, Lord Jesus. Here I am, oh, here I am, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord, I need you, I need you. I know this is me that you're talking to. This is me, this is me, this is me, Lord, this is me. Lord, I let it go. Every person that's ever hurt me, gotta let it go. Every single hurt, gotta let it go. Every single pain, gotta let it go. I let it go. I let it go. Lord, you can have. Lord, you can have. Lord, you can have. Lord, you can have. You can have it now. You can have it now. 'Cause I don't want it no more.
If we can just take 7 seconds to do that, just that little last part. We don't even need the words. Maybe we know it. Because the heart that forgives is the heart that will live totally free from the pain of the past.
You know better than that, Celeste.
What?
Just, I don't take your mind.
We believe in meditation here. We believe in releasing. So let's just go into line word to release.
Yes.
Abstract emotion of unforgiveness.
All right.
Very good. And so, right before we,
With forgiveness.
Where we replacing it.
forgiveness, and we'll replace it with forgiveness. love, whatever you want to replace it with. Joy. The person that came to my mind, I thought it was the cousin that raped me. His father just died, and I thought that was it. And then what came up after that was me. So I had 2 accidents this weekend, so I'm beating myself up. So I forgive myself. Yeah, I'm willing to release.
Yes.
I'm willing to release.
I'm willing to
Willing to
release
the trapped emotion
the trapped emotions
of unforgiveness
of
that
unforgiveness
no longer serves me.
that no longer serves
In
me
a positive and productive way.
in a
Out of
positive
my
and
conscious
productive
and my
way.
subconscious.
Out of my conscious and my
I
subconscious.
am willing to release
I am willing to release
the trapped emotion of unforgiveness.
the trapped emotion of unforgiveness
Out of my conscious and my subconscious.
out of my conscious and my
That
subconscious
no longer serves me.
that no longer serves
In a
me
positive and productive way.
in a positive and
I am
productive
willing
way.
to release
I am willing to release
the trapped emotion of unforgiveness.
the trapped emotion of
Out of my conscious
unforgiveness
and my subconscious.
out of my conscious and my subconscious
That no longer serves me.
that no longer
In
serves
a
me
positive and productive way.
in a positive and
I
productive way.
choose to forgive.
I 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 choose to forgive.
As Yahusha forgave me.
As Yahusha forgave me.
And even though I do a lot of seminars on forgiveness, I had somebody this week, big time, I needed to. So, and I was able to talk to my children on